This is a bad to the bone morning. Tyler and I got in here a little bit late, but it's because we took our time setting up. There's a coyote over here trying to creep on us right now, but we already got our does at about 150 yards. We got a good brisk north wind. It's definitely the coldest morning that we've been in on this hunt, so I'm pretty stoked to see what happened, or what will happen. Last night, the big 6-point that I was on walked 20 yards from the tree we're in. Who knows if he'll take the same path going back to bed today, but I have a really good feeling that we're going to see a big buck somewhere this morning. Hopefully close, chasing does, or being real feisty right in front of us eating some persimmons. Chance he's at 7-point. And he looks like he's got some good times. There's another buck. Which way from him? Which way from? Oh, I see him. Yeah. It's pushing pretty late in the morning. It's right at 9 a.m. But we've seen a few deer moving around. That doe came through about 8, and she just did exactly what we wanted her to do. I could have shot her so many times, but it was just at that right time of day that I thought, man, there could be a buck right behind her, and I don't want to mess that up. Now, I wish a doe would come through and do the exact same thing, because I would smoke her, but oh well. That's what happens when you want to shoot bucks. Sometimes you don't get to shoot does. But we just saw probably her running across the pasture, like acting like she's being chased, but we haven't seen the buck that was doing it. We saw those 2 bucks about 20 minutes ago. I think they got our wind a little bit. Man, they were just like 2, medium-sized bucks hanging out together. It's so weird how different deer have different temperaments. Like, you could see a deer the same age, like that one that came in on me last night, that 7-point. He was ready to fight, looking for somebody, and then those 2 bucks are just, just being bachelors hanging out. So, we're gonna try to find us one of those ones that's aggressive. I'm about to rattle again, and we're gonna sit for about another 15 minutes. If nothing shows up, we're probably gonna climb down, go get Tyler's deer taken care of, eat a little breakfast, take a nap, and then probably get back in here a little bit earlier today, because every day that we push forward in November, things get better and better, and there's a good chance that I shoot a buck tonight. We left her stuff up in the tree this morning, went and took care of Tyler's deer. We're headed back in this afternoon. It's hot. It's almost 80 degrees. And when you drive south and you're down here in Texas, man, it gets kind of miserable in the afternoons. But you know what? The deer still going to do deer stuff. I think it's Texas. They're used to this stuff, man. So there's no reason to get down about it. I saw a deer last night. It was a day like today. Tyler shot a deer last night, got it done, and now he gets to be here with me. We love hanging out in the stand together. It's just a ton of fun. You laugh, you shoot deer, and you high five, and that's what we plan on doing tonight. I'm grateful for him for being a cameraman for me today and for going and shooting one last night. We haven't got to do that much this week because we've just been trying to make it happen, and he did it. So we'll be together tonight, and we're gonna go in there, see a big buck, call a big buck, and shoot a big buck. gosh, man. It's hard to pass that deer on the last evening. But I don't think he is either, man. I have a seat.
That was the most difficult pass I've ever made in my life. And what makes it so hard is that my hand was a little bit forced. In Texas, we have antler restrictions. It means pretty much that deer is just too close to being too narrow to take a risk on. And I felt like it was important for me to abide by the law. That doesn't mean I agree with the law. I'm not really saying if I do or don't. But that's the deer that law is put into place to save. You know, a 3-year-old that's a stud, that next year will be an absolute beautiful deer at 4 years old, and who knows, maybe I'll get to come back and have an encounter with him and shoot him next year. I'd have loved to take that deer home and share that experience with Tyler and y'all and everything else, but it's not the way it went. So we got one more hunt here before it's time to head somewhere else, and in the morning we're going to get real bold, real daring, and dive off in deep into some bedding where we saw a bunch of deer today, because it's the last opportunity we have before we head to another property. So right now, we're about to celebrate Tyler's buck with some pizza!